What's up, guys and gals? Back here at Hard Knocks Iron. Hope everybody's having a good day. It's been kind of a dreary day today. Got a little front coming through the Carolinas, bringing fall weather in. I think fall officially starts tomorrow, 22nd. But feels good. I love it. I still got the fan running. I think the high today is like 70 something degrees. Right now it's 72. Perfect. Work today. People at work walking around in jackets and sweaters like they're freezing to death. And I'm over in my little station. Fan blasting. Burning up, and they're walking around in coats. I don't understand it. I think if you're walking around in a coat, you ain't doing enough. I could be wrong, but it's all right. The other day, when I was doing my workout, felt a little tweak in my back. Nothing major. Nothing I ain't dealt with before. You kind of used to it after having multiple years of back issues, but it's okay. It's a little stiff, lower back. When I was doing the upright rows, I kind of felt it start giving me a fit, but I've been doing some therapy on it and stuff like that, and it's all good. Today I'm gonna do some stretches. I'm gonna do some lot of good stretches on the floor. I'm probably gonna get a good laugh out of you, but I'm gonna do my inversion table, which is right here. My little inversion table over here in the corner. I like it. It decompresses your spine. Stretches you all out, gets all that vertebrae nice and lubricated. Yeah, but not much lubrication, I guess, but I guess it is. I don't know. But it definitely feels good after I'll do 4 or 5 rounds hanging upside down for a minute at a time. I don't go much more than that. About a minute's about the most I'll go. Then I'll do that, like I said, 4 or 5 times. Just hanging upside down like a bat. But I'm going to do some of that today. And I'll do some more ice therapy and stuff on it tonight. I bought one of those DNA Vibe contraption thingy-bobbers that use heat and it's got like a vibration in it, and it's uses like electro pulse wave therapy. It works pretty good. I used it on my knee. Seemed to work really well. Still got a little tweak in my knee, but it's not nowhere near as swollen as it was for a while. I used it for pretty religiously for about 3 weeks in a row, and it definitely made a difference in my knee. But I'm going to use it probably yet tonight, and then I'll finish it up with some ice on my back. Just got to go with the flow. You're going to get injured. You're going to tweak some stuff every now and then. I looked at my form on my deadlifts the other workout. Everything looked good. Nothing hurt after my deadlifts. So definitely wasn't the deadlifts that hurt me. But like I said, when I was doing that upright row, I don't know if I got a little bit of too much of a forward lean. And, you know, they say the worst thing you can do is get the milk out of the refrigerator. Well, that's kind of like what I think I did, was I leaned too far forward and didn't have my core tight. Didn't have my breath in my belly, as I like to say, and I think I kind of threw my muscles for a loop. But like I said, we'll just deal with it. We'll get through it. It's nothing major. I have no pain, no short pain, no sciatica, no nothing like that. So it's definitely muscle related, joint related. My right SI joint has always given me issues as well. So, and it's really tender right there, right on that point right there. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can, but right there on that SI joint, it always gives me problems. But I'm gonna do some movements today that's gonna loosen that thing up. And I don't know if I'm gonna do any lifting. I might. I doubt it, because like doing hamstrings and stuff like that, that just, you put a lot of emphasis on your lower back when you're doing hamstring work. So I might give the weights a break for today and just focus on this stretch, and let's get that good again. Got to take care of myself, I guess, but but thanks for watching. It's gonna be kind of boring, I guess. I don't know, really don't know if I'll do any weights or anything. I'm just, like I said, I'm just going to go through some stretches and probably hit the inversion table a little bit. I might stretch out the back on my back extension bench, just to get some flexion in my back, just to stretch in muscles and stuff out that way. But anyway, thanks for watching, and we're going to take you through this. Guys and gals, I'm going to do I'm not really going to do like I said, I'm going to stretch my back out. I'm going to try to get what information is in my back out of it. And the only way I know, the best way I've ever done it, is to stay active. Because if you've had a back injury, you know that when you stop, it gets worse. In my experience, anyway, it gets worse. If you get lazy, when your back's hurting, you lay up, it's gonna get stiff on you. You just got to keep moving. I mean, if you've got a serious back injury, I understand. But something out of whack, out of point, go see a chiropractor. I've done that plenty of times. I know people give them a bad rap. I just had a discussion with a person that I grew up with and went to school with, graduated with her. She's a good girl. Have nothing against her. Never have. Smart. One of the smartest girls in our class. But she was arguing the fact that chiropractors think they're doctors. The two chiropractors that I've seen in my life, the first one I seen, he knew when my back was too hurt for him to work on. He knew I needed surgery. And he sent me to the neurologist to do the surgery. So if you are going through a chiropractor, make sure you do your homework on it. Don't let them sell you stuff. Okay? You have to be aware of your own body. Just some of them will try to upsell you stuff. They'll try to sell you these long programs where you have to come 2 or 3 days a week for 6 months or something like that. If you have something that serious going on, you need to get some more attention. I know there is instances where people do need chiropractic services regularly. I'm all for it. Trust me. But in my instances right now, I think staying active is more helpful than being lazy. But I'm gonna use this back extension, and all I'm going to really get is a stretch in my lower back, just to kind of get the spine opened up to get blood flow into the disc, get blood flow into the muscles, etc., etc., etc. So that's all I'm going to be trying to do right here, and just get me a good extension and take my old hat off. But getting that hamstring stretched as well. Just something like that. We'll kind of get to the side. Stretch that lat all the way up. Sorry for the silence. I'm just trying to concentrate on my breathing. All right. Feels a lot better. I mean, you can definitely feel the stretch in my back, in the back of the legs, hamstrings, calves, everything. But trying to stretch that lat out when I was going to the sides. That's what I was doing. Feeling that stretch all the way through that lat, all the way down to the back. But now we're going to get this out of the way and move on to the floor. Alright guys and gals, we're down here on the floor. We're going to strike that sexy pose. Just kidding. I'm going to do a little bit different stretch. I haven't ever tried this before. We'll see how it goes. I did a couple test runs before I got the old video going. I did these two bands already, which are really light, the 10-pound and a 20-pound band. Really light, but I'm gonna try to do a few rounds. I did 2 rounds already, but I'm gonna go through and do some of these rounds with this, and I'll put you in time lapse for the other ones. Maybe, not sure. I don't want to make this like a 2-hour long video. That'd be kind of weird. That wouldn't get no views because people would be like, nope, I don't want to see no 2 hours of a fat guy sitting there on the floor. Don't blame me. But I'm going to use this, I'm going to do this one with the green band. This is a 30-pound band. I've watched them do this type of stretch core work on Elite Fitness, Elite FTS, and I'm going to modify this to work over here at Hard Knocks Iron. But pardon the fatness, it's everywhere. But what I'm going to do right here is grab that right there, just like so. I'm going to stretch out like this. Gotta get a, I'm back here. And what I'm going to do, like I got it with my right hand now, I'm going to bring my left leg up. and hold it to get that hip flexor stretched and stronger, and you'll feel it in your core too as you're holding the band. You get that stretch to the lats and the shoulders. But we're just going to keep your opposite leg straight, and pull this leg forward and hold it. I'm going to hold it for about 10 to 12 seconds. Now I'm going to get it with this one. Definitely feel it in that right one right there. That right hip is definitely some inflammation in there. I'm gonna go back to this one. And we'll go back to the other one. That's tougher than you think it is. I don't know if you can see it, my arm is sitting there quivering. Core's tight. I know it looks all fat, but that's solid. And there's that. That's 3 rounds each. I'm gonna probably add the 10 on there. I'm gonna do like 3 more rounds. I'm gonna add the 10. Then after that, I'm gonna take the 10 away, add the 20, and then on the last one, I'm gonna put the 10 and 20 together. I'm gonna do all of them. Get a little bit of strength training, but we're getting a stretch at the same time. Thanks for watching. I know I look weird. I'm like, it's all good. We're gonna put you in time lapse, and we'll get a good laugh out of this. I'm gonna do 2 more stretches here. I ain't gonna do them supersetted or anything. I'm gonna just do a glute bridge, but I'm gonna kind of mix it up between a dual and a singles. I'll probably do. I'm gonna do 3 rounds, and I'll probably get like 10 together. And then I'll do either like 5 each. I think that's what I'll do. 10 together and then 5 each for a total of 20 per round. Just to get that single in there. But I'll take you through this first one. Then we'll time lapse. And we'll really get a kick out of this one. I can only imagine what time lapse is going to look like. This might get some views. I doubt it. But I went through this one time, but when I do my glute bridges, I'm just gonna bring my feet, my legs pretty close to me. Have right here, lock in the shoulders. Make sure that back is on the floor, good and stationary. And just gonna, you can mix it up, you can put your feet together. I always like to have mine kind of parallel to my body. But I'm just gonna do a little lift and just hold that for a second. There's 10 of those. Now I'm going to get stationary here. And get that foot down here. Alright. Alrighty. Definitely can feel it in that right one. It's that's the one that's always giving me the fit anyway. That, like I said, that right SI joint in my hip. It's always gave me some issues, but we deal with it. And but I'm gonna go ahead and get these last 2 rounds done of this, and I'll put you in that famous time lapse on these, and this is gonna be hilarious. So y'all have fun. Guys and gals, this is the last little stretch I'm gonna do. I've went through this before. But what I'm going to do, get on my side here, kind of strike that old sexy pose again. But I'm going to bring this leg right here and hold it. Kind of relax the neck. And what I'm going to do is bring, let me scoot up a little bit. That might help a little bit. My head might be out of frame, I don't know. But I want you to see what I'm doing here with my leg. But I'm gonna relax my upper body, and what I'm gonna have that toe pointed to me so it's rigid. But I'm gonna pull this, I'm gonna hold it, kind of keep a stable base up here. And what I'm gonna do is just lift this leg right there off the floor and hold it a couple seconds. And then I'm gonna flip over, I'm gonna do the other side. This really gets him hip flexors, gets him nice and good. It's a good strength training, good mobility, movement. I like doing these before deadlifts, something like that. But here we go. I'm gonna do about 10, 12 each side. Flip around, do some break dancing. Yeah, break dancing, buddy. Let me tell you. I didn't want to put my ass in your face. Ain't nobody want to see that shit. But I'm gonna do the same thing. Pull this leg up to me. I'm gonna lose the hat. But I'm gonna pull this leg up to me. Have this leg out here, stabilize my upper body again. Just relax my head and my arm like this. My upper body's stable. Toe pointed. I can definitely feel it. That right one is burning. Sorry, I was kind of quiet on that one. That one was a little irritated. But we'll get the rest of them done real quick. We'll put that in time lapse and get this over with quick. All right. Alright guys and gals, we're going to do this inversion table fiasco. I'm not going to get back off this thing. I might just leave it at one. I don't know. It depends on how long it is. I don't want to make it too damn long. But I'm going to do a warm up. I always like to warm up. Get my head right because the blood does go to your head. And I'm going to do like a little slight incline, then I'll work myself up. And then I'm going to do, I guess I'm going to call it 4 working sets, 4 working rounds of a minute each, upside down. I'll just keep an eye on it with my watch. What I like to do is just start out flat like this, just kind of getting everything settled. Everything's in there. You can adjust these feet how tight you want them. You can adjust the length. 6'3" is my frame, so you can set it to whatever height you are. I've had this table for quite a long time, even before I had my back surgery, so before 2009. But I enjoy it, especially after doing like heavy squats or stuff like that compresses your spine a lot. I'll use this to decompress the spine, and it'll get that blood flow into those discs and make you a little taller. But we'll go a little bit more, just like that, at about this angle. Nothing major. It's just getting the blood going to the head. Just gonna sit there for a minute. I'll kind of cycle up a little bit. And you want to be breathing through this too. Don't just hold your breath and go at it. Remember you're breathing. Look up at the ceiling. Look at the world through a different eye. Like I said, then I'll come back up for a second. Just take my time, because you definitely don't want to rush it, per se. And if you're a beginner doing these inverted tables, you want to make sure I lock that out before I make a fool of myself here. I'm gonna have to redo that for a second. It's not locked. Don't want to make a fool of myself. There we go. There we go. Forgot to look at that. That safety first, I guess. Everything's good. And I don't have the strap on it. Like I said, if you're starting out with these things, it's a good idea to use that strap because you can adjust how far you're going to go forward or backwards or whatever. You can make it where it doesn't go all the way around. But like I said, I like going that full vertical and hanging there like a bat. Call me, I'm Batman. I'm actually a Superman fan. I'm not much of a Batman person, but right now I feel like Batman doing these things. Getting that blood going back to the head. Getting the old feet settled in there. Alright, now we're gonna go with round number 1. I'm gonna go for a minute. Like I said, we'll just do this and just hang here. I just like to hang here and do like this and stay like that. You can get a little twist in it. I'm gonna lose my hat. I'm just gonna set it over there. Might as well. Got about 10 seconds. All right. We'll flip it back around. There's one round. Feeling like Batman. Batman. Should I put you in time lapse for the last 3 of them? Just so you'll know I did it. Yeah, heck, why not? It don't take nothing but getting off here and getting back on. We'll catch you on the flip side. I'll put you in time lapse so it don't take all damn day. Guys and gals, that's going to do it for me today from Hard Knocks Iron. I hope I was able to give some good information. If you had any back ailments that were troubling you, try some of this stuff if you want to. I'm no doctor, I'm no medical expert, I'm no trainer, but I have experience with back injuries. I have experience with back rehab. I think experience goes a long way. And I hope that some of the stuff that I did today, if you do it, it helps you out. It helps me. But I just want to help people. I think that's what I was put on this earth to do, is to be a helper. God put me here for a purpose, and I'm not saying YouTube's my purpose, but helping in general has always been my purpose. I feel it. I feel it in my bones. I feel it in my blood. That's just the way it is. But I want to thank y'all for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, the whole 3 of you that watch. Maybe I'm just kidding. Just joking. But I hope y'all have a good evening, and God bless. And oh yeah, on another note, when you are stretching your muscles, stretching your tendons, make sure to hydrate. Water. Hydrate. You need to get water. You need to get hydration back in your body. Okay? Like I said, I'm no medical expert. I'm just telling you from my experience. That's it. Okay? Again, good night, and God bless you.